Welcome, everyone, to listen to the Vibes Daily Devotions, where we take a little bit of time each and every day to help you to get one step closer to that goal of success, whether it be in business or just life in general. Thank you for joining, and here we go. In this episode, I want to touch a little bit more on what I talked about in one of my other videos, which is being a prisoner in your own mind. You know, we can be caught up in ourselves and in our thoughts that we don't realize how much it's affecting us emotionally in that personal aspect and also those around us. We can get wrapped up in things that we really shouldn't. You can get overly into video games or, television, current events, just all kinds of different things that will affect your mood, will just affect your personality. And we don't realize not only how much it's hurting us, but the people that we love. We have to learn to get out of our own heads to focus on the things that really mean something. Positive thinking, that's where it's at. Spending time with your family, doing things, getting out. And we are in a different time now. I've never lived in an era like we are right now with the pandemic and all that, and the political atmosphere, all that. And it just seems to be causing a lot of tension. Also, we as a species are meant for intimacy, not for isolation. So when you hide away, when all you want to do is either sit in your room or just stay in the house, you don't want to do things. I got a little helper up here. You are taking yourself away from that intimacy. And so it's not a natural state for you to be in. So it's going to wreck you. It's going to wreck your emotions. It's going to affect your positivity. And also things like depression and anxiety, they can affect you as well. And these things we can't always take care of on our own. We do need outside help. So you can't be afraid to ask for help. You can't have so much pride that you can't say, I can't do this on my own. A lot of us get afflicted with not only mental problems, but physical problems as well. And when you've had that independence taken away from you, a part of you is lost. And even when people are trying to help you, it's hard to explain it. It's like you need help, but you hate the fact that you have to ask for help. You feel less than. And my little buddy here is wanting to play. He's trying to help me stay positive. But sometimes, we have to face the facts. There are limitations, and you can work on those things. You can find different ways to make improvements. And because I know people that, they don't have the use of their limbs, but they've figured out how to be active in different ways. And that's part of success, is overcoming all these problems, all these obstacles. But you have to be willing to do it. Don't become a prisoner of your own mind. You limit yourself, you limit your happiness, you limit your success. I don't know what may afflict you. Maybe it's education, maybe it's physical limitations, maybe it's mental problems. I don't know. But there are ways of taking care of these things. We just have to be willing to look for the answers. And when you mess up, when you've hurt those around you, don't have so much pride that you don't ask for true forgiveness. That's another part of growing, of becoming success, is admitting when you're wrong, admitting that you need outside help. I'm a big advocate for those that suffer depression. I've lost so many people to suicide. They didn't know how to ask for help, or the people around them just weren't listening close enough. Don't let this happen to you. You are here for a reason. The universe has a purpose for you. Are you willing to move forward and take the reins? Say, you know what, I'm tired of the same old. It's time to improve. It's time to get better. Sickness comes in different forms. Your mental, your physical. Ignorance, that's another form of sickness. Not thinking of others, not looking at how they're being hurt and how you can help them. Sometimes you got to take the focus off yourself and put it on others, but don't forget yourself completely in the long run, because that happens too. We lose ourselves. You get in a situation where you just totally have disregarded yourself and you're lost. I had to learn to live with myself by living alone and find myself again. I totally lost my identity. I had forgotten the things that I truly loved, all because I wanted to make somebody else happy. While that's noble, it's not healthy for you in the long run. Don't forget who you are. And if you need to take that time to find out who you are, then take that time. You've got to work on yourself. Don't lose yourself to the point where you're totally lost and gone. Don't be so prideful that you can't ask for help. Don't get so caught up in yourself that you neglect those around you. You can be a success. It's going to take work. Try to remember the things that you want to accomplish. Don't look for excuses. Look for answers. I hope this was helpful. If it was, then like this video, share it for somebody that needs to hear the message. Comment on these things. Let me know if there's something that I can do to help, something that you liked, something that I'm doing wrong. All comments are welcome. And believe me, they will be read. And please subscribe. And before I go, I'm going to ask you again, did you get up this morning thankful for all that you do have? Did you think about those things? Did you say them out loud? Did you write them down? It's very important. Attitude is changed by your gratitude. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe, because it's only through your support that we're able to continue doing the things that we do. And until the next one, have a great day.